I'm going to let you read for a while I kind of get the frog out of my throat so I can start talking better. But every once in a while you're going to read the word crotal, C-R-O-T-A-L. Crotal is the scientific name for the kind of enclosed type bell, like the sleigh bell type. So in that little case with the archaeological bells, the one on either end are crotal bells. Here is a large crotal bell hanging here. Here's kind of a wind bell chime. It's from Japan. It represents the carp fish. Hanging from it are 6 crotal bells. Above the front door, you're going to see sleigh bells. Now, the bottom strap is very unusual because there are 52 on that strap. They're so very close together. Usually, they're spaced more like the top strap. Now, the middle strap is rather unusual because it has the regular sleigh or crotal bells at the sides, 4 open bells in the center, which you see would hang down beneath the horse's belly. Then here are some more. Another strap of sleigh bells from upstate New York. Then from Pennsylvania, a strap of very large sleigh bells. I've never seen a strap of that many and that large. Then over here is a strap where they're in pairs. Now there are 52 bells on that strap altogether. They're in pairs. So now what I'm going to do for a moment, I'm going to let you take your time looking and reading. If any questions come up at any time, certainly don't hesitate at all to ask questions. And then in a few minutes, I'm going to have another demonstration down this.
I have a sleigh bell question.
Yeah.
The Boston Pops recorded Leroy Anderson's sleigh bell song. I forget the title of it. What does an orchestra use for sleigh bells?
Well, an orchestra usually uses sleigh bells.
Mm-hmm. How many bells in a set would they normally be?
Well, they vary. I've seen sleigh bells, maybe there's just 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And those clear up to even and beyond 52. But that's a long, long strap. And as you see, they're very, very close together there, too. That Liberty up there is a bell. In this case here, are bells of the world's great porcelain houses. It tells what type of porcelain and where the bell is from. On this chair, you're going to see bicycle bells from all over. Now, the bicycle bell that started this whole thing, I lived in Hastings, Nebraska at the time, and it is in a case downstairs, but these are all over. Some of them are old, some of them are recent. Here's an odd one from Japan right here. Here's one with Mickey Mouse on it. It's the German bell. Here's one from with the crown of Denmark on it. I wish it was round the other way so the crown wouldn't be upside down, but then the ringing lever would be in the way. Here's one from Taiwan. 2 bells cupped together like this, so it has kind of a chiming like effect. Here's one that's early American. Now, in this case here, all along the front of this case, you'll see some very miniature bells, and they all ring. Of course, when they're that small, you have to hold them practically in your ear to hear them. On top of the case, the Statue of Liberty up here is a bell. Here's one I don't want you to miss, the one clear at the far end of this shelf. It's an old bell from Austria, but you see the whole handle represents Satan or the devil. Well, you see he has a huge corkscrew. He's opening a bottle of booze that represents demon rum. Here is a Fabergé bell, and a little dome here. Fabergé, of course, he was the jeweler to the czars of Russia, and after he passed on, like his son, went on with this type of work. Now his grandson is doing it. This is one of the grandson's bells. It's not too old. It's only about 10 or 15 years old. Now, in this case also, the one that I don't want you to miss is the turtle. That one is from Toledo, Spain. These turtle bells wind up on the bottom. You press either the turtle's head or the turtle's tail and the bell will ring. This is known as Damascene ware. The bell is directly under the shell. What they do, they start out with a smooth brass shell. They put on the black enamel, and before the enamel is dried or hardened, they mount in both the white and the yellow gold using 24-karat gold. Now that has birds and flowers. You'll see one in the next room we'll go to, also from Chile or Spain, but it has more of the geometric design. Here are 3 bells with jewels in the tops of the handles. This one has an early American T-bell with an amethyst at the top. The middle one is from Austria with a heart-shaped crystal and a ruby at the top. This one is from Ecuador, and you see the handle is a man playing a musical instrument. Right on top of his head is a blue sapphire. Now I'm going to go on over this way. Last summer I had a couple living here, and we had a boy with me. I think he was about 10 or 11 years old. And we had finished this room. We were down in the next room that we'll go to pretty soon. And he said, "Sir, why don't you explain every single bell?" I said, "Sonny, we'd be here night and day for 2 weeks." So what I try to do is point out some of the things that are more interest to people as a whole. Now, this group of bells here came from a theater pipe organ on Curtis Street in Denver, Colorado, a number of years ago. Years ago, on Curtis Street in Denver, for about 5 blocks on both sides of the street, there were motion picture theaters, and at night, when all the marquees were lit up, why they called it Denver's Great White Way. It reminded one of Broadway in New York City at night. Well, when this was in a theater pipe organ, why, it was not perpendicular, it was horizontal, plate like keys on the organ, and little hammers that come along, and you see as they get smaller in size, they get higher in pitch. And by the way, the frame, the base and everything this is in was made by this lady right here. She's very talented. She also did the frame for this old Japanese temple bell down here. And there are several things around here that she has done for me. We happen to be very good friends, and we like each other, and we get along beautifully. Of course, when we get together, sometimes we get kind of wild. Yes. But other than that. Back to Notre Dame. Here's Friar Tuck. Here's Omar Khayyam. And then the first night that this man ever put out is Catherine of Aragon. And, you know, she's not just a little bit. Just the movement of us walking across the floor here.
Which one was that again?
The More Daughters.